up, everybody? Welcome to the Hawks Only Media Entertainment Network, home for short. I'm your host, Coach Welch. With me is my co-host, Coach Hall. How you doing?
Coach Welch, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for this incredible opportunity today. You know, I've been looking forward to it since 8 in the morning, and I'm just excited. Thank you.
With us today, we have three very special guests from our older 18 and 17U teams. First with us is not Coach Gaughan, Conor Gaughan, senior at Walpole High School, member of the 18U squad. How you doing, Conor?
I'm not too shabby, hanging in there.
Appreciate you joining us. Next up, we got Connor Cooke, junior at King Philip Regional Technical Brothers High School, member of the 17U squad. How you doing today, Connor?
Doing fantastic, Coach. How are you?
Great, thank you. Last but certainly not least, Jake Silveria, also a junior at KP and member of the 17U club. I appreciate you guys dressing up. How you doing, Jake?
I'm great, Coach. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. I wanted to ask you guys first, before we get to our player spotlights, Connor and Conor, how have you guys been dealing with only having one N in your name? Do you feel gypped? Do you feel like your parents kind of
I
up
feel
for failure?
It's kind of like the more authentic way. Like, a wise man once said, Connor with two N's, you can receive 37 years behind bars. Like,
I don't think that makes any sense, but
you can look it up.
It's a quote. I'm right there with them. I wouldn't want it any other way. None of that like 2N, because like it's just unnecessary, you know. Like there's just no need for that second N.
I feel like it's completely necessary.
I think it's the elitist mentality. You see, they only need one N because they're two special young men. Look at these two men. We have one going to UMass Boston next year. We have one already committed as a junior to the Ivy League Brown University. They're a special group, the one N's.
Yeah, and I think the rest of us are somewhere in between those two. So Sunday in the Hawks program, we released our track programming. We sent that out to everybody in the program, a full 36-day at-home program. Before we get into some fun stuff, I want to ask you guys kind of how you're doing with your at-home workouts, what you're doing. So let's start with you, Coach. I keep saying Coach Gaughan because I've known you for like 37 years.
Natural.
Mr. Gaughan, how have you been doing with your home throwing programs? Conor, you're obviously coming back from a little bit of an arm thing from the fall. How are you doing with your at-home workouts?
So right behind me through that little doorway, we got a little gym. We got Jaeger bands, weights, some more ankle bands, some fun stuff. So knocking that home, and then fortunately my brothers also play baseball, so we're able to head up to the high school and get a little long toss going. So
yeah, I mean, I told your family years ago that you were going to be the best one in college, so no pressure. No pressure. You got to get there.
Okay. Yeah.
Conor, are you finding any obstacles, like any for your throwing side of things? You finding that you're able to get your throwing program in?
Yeah, I mean, throwing everything besides a bullpen, which I feel is essential to the sport of baseball. But I mean, trying my best to just keep my arm in shape for whenever I'm next on the mound.
Love it. What about fellow pitcher Jake Silveria? How have you been doing, obviously, with your at-home workouts?
See, I've been long tossing with friends, and I've been throwing bullpens to my fellow KP guy Conor over there. And
socially distancing? Still socially distancing?
Words.
That's 60 instead of 6, so it's great.
Okay. All right.
Can I interrupt you for a secsecond, real quick?
Absolutely.
Jake, question for you. I just have totally random question. How are you feeling today?
I'm sorry?
I just want to know how you're feeling today.
You stunned him.
Me?
Yeah. How are you feeling? Like, just can you give me like a good?
I feel energized. I feel excited.
Well, your picture behind you says you're feeling groovy, so I just wanted to clarify if that was true or not, or if that was just something you have in your room.
I'm always feeling groovy.
All right, good. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you. Thanks for your response. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, good.
How many days a week, Jake, have you been throwing?
Usually 3 to 4, but what I say I miss most being in quarantine is I can't go to RBI on Thursday nights with Drew DeLucia and Coach Breen. Yeah. There's nothing like getting it done on Thursday nights. You know how it is.
Yeah, I really appreciate you not mentioning me on that, considering I'm in the program too. But we'll move on. Conor Cooke, what about you? Obviously, little different situation. Not a pitcher. You're a catcher. Obviously, got to get your swings in. How you been doing?
Fantastic. The first day I logged on to track, it was an off day for strengthening, so that was great. No, but it hasn't been too bad. Lots of tee work, which you'd like to see some live. Yep. But I mean, it is what it is. You can do free weights, but an obstacle, the whole social distancing, as they really started cracking down on it, and Baker had the 2-week thing where you're not even supposed to leave your house, and missing pens with Silvo. We got in a few those weeks before Baker shut everything down, but so that's an obstacle, but just working through it, trying to get working on your own is what it is.
You got that right, man. We've been dealing with some Zoom issues, and it seems like your connection's cutting in and out. But that's we'll see how it goes. But that's quarantine life right there for you, the technology side of things. But so these 3 guys here are 3 of the hardest working kids in the program. These are 3 kids that don't need to be told what to do, but obviously we've programmed things for them, and we're readily available for all of them in terms of what they need for support on our end. If they have any questions, obviously you guys are here, but these are 3 solid role models for our younger players to look up to, because they don't need us to give them a program, but we know it's helping them out. But the younger players, you want to get on their level and be as self-motivated as these 3 guys are. So Coach Hall.
Yes.
How have you been doing with your at-home workouts?
I've been doing great. It's been obviously a tough time for me. I'm always a type of guy that's moving all the time, always has some sort of work to do or some sort of team to coach. But I found ways to keep myself entertained. I've been actually doing daily diary entries on social media about kind of what I've been doing every day. It's been a big hit. I also painted my whole downstairs in the midst of buying a condo. I'm just trying to stay as busy as I can. It's certainly been tough, but we have to make the best of it, and we have to stay positive as best we can. And if not, we're all just going to continue to have some difficulty with this. So just like I said, trying to stay positive as best I can.
I agree, my man. I agree. Well, let's get into some questions here. I got some questions prepared for you 3 and all you 4. Coach Hall, I'll start with you. Yeah, right. What is your biggest pet peeve on a baseball field?
Well, this is a very fierce topic of debate amongst the GBG Hawks coaching staff, but I think my biggest pet peeve on a baseball field is seeing other coaches wear cage jackets. I just despise cage jackets. I think they're heavy. I think that they're obnoxious. They get in the way when you're throwing batting practice. When it's 90 degrees out on the turf, the last thing that I want to do is wear a heavy plasticky feeling, coat. So that's why I'm always in a t-shirt. Allows me to get after it. It allows me to coach a lot better. And it really allows me to throw even better batting practice. I really pride myself around batting practice. One of my best qualities as a coach. And I just don't feel like I can do that in a cage jacket. So, when I see other coaches on a baseball field wearing a cage jacket, I get really upset, and I just want to yell at them for it.
All right, we'll cut that out afterwards, because I completely disagree with everything you just said.
One of the few things.
Luckily, the rest of our coaching staff agrees to our dress policies, and you don't. But Conor Gaughan, what is your biggest pet peeve on a baseball field?
So, as most people know, I won first team All Pro chirping.
Mm-hmm. We've heard.
Yeah, for the Bay State, true honor. My biggest pet peeve is when kids, when you're on offense and people are not screaming. Really gets, yeah.
I love it.
Or if the coach doesn't let you scream.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I agree with that. I think that coaches that nullify intensity. I would completely agree with that. Silvo, what about you? What's your biggest pet peeve on a baseball field?
Mine is so whenever someone's at the plate and they had a foul ball back behind them into the stands and then they run it out. There's no foul ball. If it goes over the backstop and it's going to drop out of play where no one can catch it, you don't need to run that ball out. And I try the biggest hustle on the football field, as you know. But I will never run out a foul ball I hit over the backstop.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I think that's a pretty good one. That's a good one. Connor? Mr.
I'm with
Cooke?
Conor. Nothing worse than a quiet dugout.
How would you say our dugout was last summer?
Amazing. Maybe very, very few games, but our coach would get on us. So
Yeah, he's a jerk.
he's brutal, but it is what it is. I mean, yeah, nothing worse than a quiet dugout.
All right. Do you guys have any thoughts on Tom Petty as a musician and how awful he is?
Wait a minute, hold on. I have actually, if you want to, I have a picture right here.
Oh, that's right. You happen to.
You want to take a look? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Fantastic. Top 5 all time. Actually, number 1 of all time. But go on.
He's last. He's terrible. All right, moving on. We'll start with you, Connor Cooke. Outside of your family, who has influenced you the most growing up as a baseball player?
Ooh. Outside of my family.
Yeah. That's what I said.
All right. I'm gonna go with Coach Pat Bowen on this one.
Ooh, I like that one.
Loves the game. Taught me a lot of knowledge about the game. Wisdom. That's a good word to describe him. Wisdom. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Coach Bowen on that one.
I would say there's hundreds of baseball players out there that would completely agree with you on that one. So, Jake Silveria, what about yourself?
I'd say teammates are my family, but technically they're outside my family. I'd say my teammates have always had a tremendous impact on me.
Love it.
Just because I'm a big team guy. I love building bonds and friendships with my teammates, and I love every single one of them. So I'm just thankful for them.
I love that. Connor, how are you going to follow that up, brother?
So I'm going to kind of snap out of this whole like touchy-feely answer, and I'm going to go with Marcus Stroman.
Okay.
Because he's like, like 5'7", has a lot of emotion on the mound, and probably has the best mound strut ever.
I love that answer.
Like Jake Peavy. Jake Peavy's a big emotional guy on the mound too.
Oh yeah.
He's a big guy.
Did Jake Peavy buy a duck boat after they
He did.
won?
He purchased a duck boat to have at his ranch and wherever he lives. But yeah, love the emotion.
I love it. Connor Cooke, question just for you. Why do you still have an AOL email address?
So, wow, you know what? There's no right answer. It's unacceptable. I got to get on that.
I completely agree.
I'm gonna take the responsibility for it.
Like AOL died before you were born.
Correct.
Listen. I'm telling you right now. I'm taking the responsibility for it. I don't know why. It's just not okay. You got me on that one. I don't have any wise answer. I'm sorry.
I agree. How are you guys handling the haircut situation?
Oh, I love it.
You want a wave check?
I mean, I gelled up, but I'm not going to be doing that very much longer.
No,
I see Jake, you wore a hat.
I got a haircut right before Coronacation began, so I'm doing all right. My problem is I get really sweaty, so when it gets too long, I'll know.
Yeah, I've noticed. All right, we're going to go to a speed round here. Coach Hall, I'm going to start with you. Okay. We're going to go speed round, short answers. Feel free to elaborate when necessary. Give me your favorite baseball movie.
Sandlot, hands down, my all-time favorite.
Favorite non-baseball movie.
Billy Madison.
Favorite musician.
Well, that's easy. We're gonna go Tom Petty.
All right.
Who's yours, Coach Welch?
My favorite musician?
Yeah.
Anybody but Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Okay.
It's actually Linkin Park, I would say.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick. Those are musicians, though. I need musician. It's singular.
Chester.
Okay, good.
Favorite restaurant?
It's a place in Rhode Island called Wright's Farm Restaurant. My all-time favorite place. Good chicken, French fries, shells and sauce. Fantastic.
Let's go least favorite restaurant.
The Olive Garden. Can't stand it. Refuse to go there. Actually, fun fact, I lost a bet. I lost the bet last year, and I had to go eat at the Olive Garden. It was the worst day of my life.
I remember that. That was the Coach Barshin, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Coach Barshin beat me in 3 rounds of golf in Nashville last year. Last year, and it was I had to go to the Olive Garden. It was brutal.
You're the golf coach at Mansfield High, aren't you?
Yes. It's a touchy subject. We don't talk about it anymore.
Wow.
Have you guys noticed my college diploma? If you could, Coach Hall, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I would go back in time. Be able to go back in time
Okay.
and hang out with some people that are now deceased for sure.
Who would be on the top of your list?
My grandfather, number one, for sure. Always anytime you have words, wisdom, it's always good talking to the grandfather. So that would be it.
That kind of brought down the mood.
Well, we have to give you just speaking the truth.
Let's go to Jake. Jake, what's your favorite baseball movie?
Either The Sandlot or The Bad News Bears, the original.
All right, I said one, but favorite non-baseball movie?
The Notebook, obviously, classic.
Oh my God!
Oh, you close.
That's a fantastic answer.
The Notebook?
The Notebook. Watch it on the way to Nashville and on the way home.
What do you want?
Huh?
Oh, it's a famous line from The Notebook, man. You got to catch that.
Oh, well, you were just hating on it.
That's just a generic question. That's not.
Yeah.
Anybody whose favorite movie is The Notebook should go right to that. All right, Jake, favorite musician?
I'd say Lil Keed. Keed, talk to him.
All
Fantastic.
Right, never heard of that. Favorite restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Least favorite restaurant?
Taco Bell. Toxic HE double hockey sticks.
And if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Connecting to Zoom on time?
Nah, probably to knock down kickstarts like director of player development Chris Sullivan.
Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, he does polish them off. All right, Connor Cooke, let's go to you. We're saving you dogs for last. Connor Cooke, favorite baseball movie?
Benchwarmers.
That's a good one. Favorite non-baseball movie?
Anchorman.
Good one. Favorite musician?
I'm gonna say Uzi because he just dropped again. But I will say I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra over this Coronication.
No question.
Coach Hall has a question.
I have a question. When you say drop, okay? I understand that dropping is a Fortnite term. So does he play Fortnite or is it?
No.
No, that's not at all what I meant.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that.
I have never heard of him. So
In what context do you say
Lil
drop
Uzi
important?
Well, from what I understand, when you play Fortnite and you drop, that means you like drop from the sky onto the map. Is that true? I don't know. I'm not a Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
Dropping
So
music
you say
released
Uzi-
something recently. He released something.
Oh, okay. So there's two different contexts to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Okay,
not. It was not in Fortnite context. No.
He wasn't playing Fortnite last night and dropped. He dropped
He
an
was
album.
not, surprisingly, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I just wanted some clarification on that.
I have played Fortnite never, and I've seen it played once, and it didn't go too well. Some of my
Future's
guys that
now, old man.
all right, who am I on here? Cookie, right? If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Oh wait, no. Wait. Where did I stop here? I've lost my track. Connor, what did I ask you last?
Next worst
Musician.
favorite artist.
Oh yeah, okay. So favorite restaurant?
Oh, that's it.
The Horse and Carriage. It's a place in Norfolk. It's
Yeah.
not a chain. It's good place. Good food.
KP area life.
I would say this is the second best restaurant in Norfolk, but
What would be first?
what's that? The Eaglebrook.
Eaglebrook? Nah.
Valid. That's
I knew
valid.
where he was going
That's
with that.
valid.
There's a
Eaglebrook is
reason
the
I
best
haven't
restaurant
been
in
there
Norfolk.
since I was like 6.
So good.
least favorite restaurant?
I don't. Least favorite. I'm gonna go with Taco Bell. I'm gonna
that's
agree with Jake.
Original.
And if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Super strength, because there's just a lot you can do with it. I don't know.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Gaughan? Let's go with favorite baseball movie.
Stick with Sandlot.
Good pick.
Favorite non-baseball movie.
Easy. Braveheart. One time I watched it 3 times within 24 hours. That is a 3-hour movie. That is a
Believe it.
talent.
I believe it.
Really bored.
Fantastic.
Favorite musician.
Uzi.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. Favorite restaurant.
Gonna stick with the Walpole answer and go with Rico's.
Classic.
What are your
That's
thoughts on isn't Conrad's a Walpole place?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
Conrad's.
mean after working there, like you kind of get
Oh,
tired.
That's right.
Yeah.
Least favorite restaurant.
Red Robin.
Oh, it's a terrible pick.
That's a terrible pick.
What do you mean? How?
Okay,
What's wrong with Red Robin?
let me give you my Red Robin
Thing.
Free
insight.
fry.
The service at Red Robin is terrible, but the food is fantastic.
Not
So
at
I guess-
all.
yeah.
Not at all.
Okay. And Conor Gaughan, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I'd be like Aquaman. That'd be cool.
What does Aquaman do again?
I don't know.
Doesn't he-
Breathe
doesn't he-
underwater. I don't know. Wouldn't it be pretty cool, like betting, like bet with your friends, like, hey, I bet I could stay under the water for like 10 minutes. Make a quick buck.
You know, I if you could have any superpower, I didn't like.
Power in the world.
You would be able to breathe underwater for extended periods of time.
Okay, you try summoning fish and let me know how that goes.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna run down mine real quick. Favorite baseball movie, Sandlot again. Favorite non-baseball movie, I'll go Shawshank Redemption. Have you guys seen them? Have you guys seen the film?
Great movie.
It's a great one. Gaughan probably wouldn't understand that one, but favorite musician, I said Linkin Park. Love that band. I guess the musician side of things. I would say Luke Combs currently would be my favorite musician. He's fantastic.
I have zero clue.
Yeah, just like me with Uzi. And I'm not even going to answer the other ones. But all right, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I want to thank you guys for being with us. If you're interested in being a part of our next show, email me at cwelch@rbiacademy.com. Coach Hall, thank you as always for everything.
Thank
Today,
you,
Coach Hall was the featured coach in Coach's Corner today on Instagram, if you guys want to.
Saw that.
My pleasure. You guys should all like it. I want to get more likes than Coach Fogel on Instagram, so if you guys can help me out, that'd be good.
That's not going to be that hard. But please stay focused on your at-home programs. Join your Google Classroom. Get on your track programs. Connor, Jake, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys real soon, hopefully. All right?
All right.
Thank
All right,
you. It was
boys.
a pleasure.
Thank you all.
Thank you. See ya.